Welcome to Character Creation Showdown, the show where two contestants let the dice decide what character they will build. Then I, your host, will score their builds based on what role they have to fulfill. May the best build win. Your character will be a Nova damage changeling monk that can multi-class with wizard, warlock, and/or any half or third spellcaster. With that in mind, you have the next 30 minutes to build a level 8 character. Good luck! What is going to be the most challenging part of your build?
There's a lot of levels that I feel like I need and we don't have access to, so it's kind of hard to figure out what to do.
What do you think of your chances against your opponent?
I mean, we're both kind of struggling. I think it's going to come down to the clock, but I think there's a good chance we tie this one.
What is going to be the most challenging part of your build?
Honestly, on this one, it was just the infinite amount of options, but also like specific restrictions, like the fact that we have to take one level of monk, and then if we do want to take fighter, likely to get action surge, we have to take at least 3 levels. So just stuff like that, pretty much.
What do you think of your chances against your opponent?
What I landed on, pretty good, honestly. I actually like the build I came up with.
To earn points, their character must be able to deal the most damage in one round, set up to do said damage as soon as possible, and be able to apply damage to all circumstances, such as flying and resistances. Points are gained by doing the best at each objective of the assigned role, and a player wins by receiving the most points. So make sure to watch to the end to see whose build comes out on top.
So for my build, I ended up ending on a Monk 1, Paladin 2, and Warlock 5, going with the Hexblade subclass for the Warlock. And for my invocations, I picked up Eldritch Smite, Improved Pack Weapon, and Thirsting Blade. And for my feat, a 4th level Warlock, I chose Metamagic Adept to pick up Quicken Spell. And with all of that, our plan in combat is to, on round 1, Hexblades curse our target and then cast some sort of concentration spell against them. The 2 concentration spells I plan on using are Hold Person or Summon Fae. I'm going to choose the Trixie Summon Fae, so it can use its bonus action to put a 5-foot square of darkness on my target's head and effectively blind them. This will give me advantage on all my attacks on my Nova round. So with that, on the next round, I'll go up, attack twice with Thirsting Blade, and then Quicken Spell Booming Blade, smiting on all those attacks with Divine Smite and Eldritch Smite respectively. And with that, in a best case scenario with Hold Person, my Nova damage is 130.2.
For my build, I decided to go with level 1 Monk, level 2 Paladin, and level 5 Warlock. For my Warlock subclass, I chose to go with the Hexblade Warlock. For my Pact, I decided to go with Pact the Chain, which might have been a mistake, but you get a sprite as your Find Familiar. And then the main Eldritch invocation that's impacting the build is the investment of the Chain Master to get a bonus action command your Find Familiar off Pact of the Chain to attack. For my feat, finally I decided to choose Metamagic Adept to get a quickened spell as a bonus action. The setup round is slightly convoluted, but here it is. You're going to use your bonus action to command your sprite to attack. It can be invisible, so it attacks with advantage, and it's hopefully inflicts the poison condition. Then use your action to cast Summon Undead and have it attack directly after it's cast, to then hopefully inflict the paralyzed condition. On the next turn, I walk up Booming Blade with Divine Smite at 3rd level, and then bonus action, Booming Blade off of Metamagic Adept, to then Divine Smite at 1st level as the final attack. Finally, the Undead attacks directly after. The damage for that is slightly underwhelming, a little less than what I expected, at 79.75 for my Nova round.
After reviewing their builds, the first point goes to Jonathan for dealing more damage in one round at 130.2 DPR than Lucas at 79.75 DPR. The second point goes to no one, as both players can set up their Nova round in the same amount of time. Jonathan takes the final point for being able to apply his damage in more circumstances than Lucas, specifically through the improved pack weapon feature. This means that Jonathan is the winner for this episode. Comment down below on whose build you think is better. If the video is live, you can click here to watch what our players build next. Thanks for watching.